because I forgot to mute my other app. Okay, now I muted it. This is the fun winter makeup we're going to do today. I think you could see that even with it muted. And we're going to start with some foundation. All right, now let's do foundation. And I'm just going to rub this brush on it. Very, very easy. This is wax-based foundation. Gives you full coverage. Covers all issues. Discoloration. Does not settle into pores, fine lines, or wrinkles. This is the makeup that they use in Broadway and Hollywood on the stars in the movies. If you go to the movies or watch TV and you see people, the actors, the actresses, this is the makeup they use. And of course, in that industry, they're going to use the best. It gives the best coverage. That's the best. All right, let me see. I think I'm just going to go ahead and use, since I have eyeshadow on all over all this, I'm just going to use this instead of concealer, which is more foundation, because it's pretty much going to be covered. You still see what really good coverage that the foundation gives. Now the concealer gives even more coverage and it's longer lasting. But this doesn't have to last that long. I mean, just look at the whole difference in that. And my dark circles are exceptionally severe. Hi, Holly. Can you tell me you can hear? I had forgotten to mute the Zoom in the beginning. I had to go do it. And if you want to see, here's the look I'm doing today. Fun little winter makeup. Trying to get off the glare of the light. It's hard to do. All pretty much blue and white. I thought that would be fun. All right, so we're putting on. This is, again, this is foundation that I'm using. Most of this is going to be covered up. You get really good coverage, full coverage foundation. The concealer is just fuller, even more. So this is 50% pigment, that's why you get such good coverage, and the concealer is 60% pigment, which gives you even 10% more. All right, now let's use our powder. Pretty, thank you. All right, powder to set this foundation. I thought it looked pretty. So this is a new one that I haven't done before. Found another new one. Okay. And I'm going to use my bigger brush, and I'm just using my translucent powder. To set all the foundation. I was intrigued by this for some reason because her eyebrows are blue. I'm like, ooh, blue eyebrows. Really dark navy blue. Okay, there we have that. I think that's what I'm going to do first is the eyebrows. And she doesn't have blush because she's blue on her cheeks. All right, let me set this up where I can see it better. I can get it to stay here. Maybe yes, maybe no, can do that. Okay. She also has a lot of black liner. I'll try it. I mean, I can do it. I can do the black liner, but it just doesn't work good on hooded eyes. I'll try making it look decent, is what I'm trying to say, where you can even see it. So I'm going to use this navy blue, it's called Midnight Navy, on the brow. And this angled brush, and I'm just going to do this one dry. Hers looks like she did it dry, actually. Oh yeah, oh yeah. It's going to look like black. Hers almost does too. This is a dark navy, as you can see. It almost doesn't even look blue. you see, you can use this dry. I usually do it with setting spray, but you don't have to. As you see, you can do it dry, put the setting spray on after. Got my laundry done today. I have my dishes are in the dishwasher washing. I put up a new little Bible verse in my story. So my sister bought me for Christmas a little pack of cards. They're like 3x5 size cards. They have a picture of a butterfly on one side and the other side has a Bible verse. And I'm like, oh, this would be fun to do like Bible verse of the week. And so I did one last week. So then this week I did a new Bible verse. And it said, God will work together all things according to the good of those who love him and who are the called according to his purpose. And I'm like, oh yeah, that's a verse I need right now. God's going to work all things together for good. We all need that, I think. Now this one, I got curved. I made it a lot curvier. I did not mean to. It just happened. See if I can curve that one up a little bit more. Like, I kind of did them two different shapes. There we go. There. Then we'll do a little blurring. It really does just almost look like I used charcoal or something. And she does to go, yeah, it kind of goes on the side of the nose. Okay, she has an interesting little extension of her brows down the side of her nose. It like she did a lighter color down like this. Interesting. Okay. I'm blurring the front here, and then I'm also smudging it. Okay, so then I got to figure out which color I'm going to use for that area. Do I want that? Do I want that? That one's really dark. Ooh, I think that's going to be the winner there. Because it's a little greener of a blue that she has over here. And then her lips are like almost a purple blue. So I like the fact that it's all different colors. Because I don't really have to... They don't have to match each other. Because they don't on her. Alright, so let's do... Because this is very different. Let's do a brush. And let's use this color out of the James Charles palette. I'm going to use that color right there. Let's see what that looks like. So she extends from here. This might be a little greener, but it's what I have, so what we got. Interesting. All right. And then we're going to do a little of that over here. I mean, I don't know what that's supposed to be other than just, well, you have blue on your nose. Okay. Extending the eyebrows. And it's going to go to probably about here. Can always add to it if I need to. Then let's blend this a little bit because hers is pretty light. All right, there we go. Okay, again, if you didn't see, here is the winter look I'm doing. Blue, mostly blue and white. Just for fun. You know, just as an alternative, just doing regular makeup, let's make kind of this is like costume makeup. You know, it's theatrical makeup. I'm going to be a winter queen. I don't know, winter something. Okay, so now we have that. She also, I guess since I have this color, let's go ahead and do that. She has a lot under her eye, which is really weird. But Make your eyes look really icy. So we're going to go, how far does that go? Okay, pretty much like that. All right. Yep, just under the eye, doesn't extend. It looks like a big smear. Oh. Well, that's what it is. So, very different than what I would normally do. That's all right, though. It's funny. I got a little... It was like putting dark circles back under my eyes, only they're blue. Okay. Sure. My eyes, I look like a sad puppy dog. I look like a sad puppy dog. Well, it's fitting. Kind of am a sad puppy dog sometimes. Alright, let's blend this a little and lighten it also. Okay. A little better. Okay. Ah, I'm brushing my eyeball because I'm trying to watch what I'm doing. I'm not used to blending down here. All right, there we go. Then it has the barest amount, like connecting it. I can barely see it though. All right, there you go. Okay, sure. That's it. I'm trying to barely put any on the brush rather than put a lot on the brush to try to remove it. Okay. Weird noises. I don't know if that was a car outside. I don't know what that was. All right. Now, should I use... Let's try this color. This color blue. Here. She has... I'm trying to figure out what brush I want to do that with. Maybe the same brush. That she starts here and goes all the way across with that. Kind of inside this other, kind of parallel to that. Okay, let's start with that. Okay. It's looking more interesting. Then I'm going to go here. Oh yeah. Got to go up pretty high actually. Cause otherwise you will not see. How far does it go out? Okay, pretty far. Very interesting. It looks like I'm making a mask. That kind of looks masky. Maskish? I'm just making up words, that's alright. I like to make up words. Okay. Trying to make them the same, that's challenging. Since it doesn't look like she blended this a whole lot. It's just on there. Okay, here we go. Here's again. This is what I'm trying to make. So this is like, I look like a raccoon. It's supposed to look like that. Well, we're not done. A blue raccoon. I look like a blue raccoon. That's fine. You know, a raccoon would be really cute and really easy to do. You know, I could just leave makeup off my eyes. I'd be a raccoon. The dark circles. Okay. Oh, that's pretty close. Not far from even. Okay. Okay, so let's... Has it blended a little bit over here. Okay, then she has like a white under it. Okay, let's think now. What shall we do with that? I guess I'm going to do that with concealer or maybe this foundation. Ooh, I think I'm going to use the concealer because I think it'll cover better. Ooh, stuff's just falling by itself over here. I'm going to use concealer 0, which is the lightest one we have. Okay, so the first place we have it, actually I think I'm going to put it here first. Because once I get it mixed in with this blue, it's going to be hard not to have blue on it. Trying not to mix it is what I'm trying to do. Okay, then she goes like, but she makes like a thing like that. Okay. Can't see that very well right now, but we're not done. But you see the coverage of the concealer compared to the foundation. Incredible coverage. Okay. This eye over here for some reason looks really sad. Why is that? Maybe I need to go up higher. Droopy, sad blue eye. Am I blue? Ooh. I don't know how that song goes. Okay, they're gonna give us another little thing going up that way. Right skin, quit moving. Stay in place. Okay, there's that. And then she has another little light streak between these two blues, like that. So much easier to see on the other side. All right. Finds it a little bit. All right, so we'll do that. Then I need a napkin. Make sure I don't have blue on this. Oh, not too bad. All right, so then let's do the white. I'm going to do the white in here. That big white one at the top. Okay, let's see what brush we're going to use here. Maybe this little one. Yeah, this little one. Okay, so then we're going to first put that here. Okay, so we're going to have a white on the lid, I guess. And then I'm going to cover that right there. This white eyeshadow, this James Charles one, it's not got a lot of coverage, but Lime Life doesn't have a white one. It's hard to get coverage with white, I think. Looks like we have the eyeshadow all the way down a little bit in that corner. Okay. Then over here, that little spot again. I feel like a blue candy cane. Then we're going to cover this. That woman has, she really doesn't have hooded eyes, barely hooded. That's why it looks very different on me than her. Okay, now she does have white. I can do that with a concealer, I think. She has white under here too. Well, let's get the concealer. She probably used a white eyeliner, which I don't have that either. I don't think I have a white, do I? I don't think I have white, but I have... That concealer's not white either. Trying to see what else I have here. I have like that. Let me see what it looks like on my hand. Looks like rose gold. I also have gold. I also have this one that's just... It's just a nude one. I don't think that'll really show up. I think we're going to have to stick with... I used to have one, I thought, that had a whiter color on it. I don't think I have that anymore. It wasn't white, though. It was more like champagne, I think. I don't think I have that at all. I think it was out. Let's see if I have something over there. I don't think so. Okay, so we will go to the concealer. And go under here. Let's use the concealer like liner. I think that's just going to make my... How far does it go? I think it goes all the way. Alright. All the way across. Just going to make like my eye look more open, I think. It's going to make it look more like it's my skin. That's okay. It's kind of how it looks like on her. So I'm kind of like lining under my eye with it. That's interesting. Interesting to try to look at what she has on her face, the picture I'm using, and try to figure out what I have that'll look like it. Like, what do I have I can make it look like that one? Because, you know, I never have any idea what they used. This is wanting to roll my skin and stick the brush in my eye, and that is not feeling good. Okay, that's a little better. So then let's get, well, it's a little different. It's a little more accurate. I don't really know if it looks that good, but it's a little more accurate. So I'm going to take the white powder again. This is the eyeshadow. Go over this concealer, which will set it, as well as hopefully make it look a little wider. There. Alright. Oh, she has, so that will come after, I'd say. Alright, let's get this little brush here. Where's a little brush I usually use? There it is. Then let's go to, this is the foundation, the lightest foundation called Porcelain. She has, okay, she has like a little, what looks like a snowflake over here. Although I can barely fit that in there. She couldn't either though, it just kind of gives a hint of it. And she has what, like little dots. And then, oh, more little dots. Okay. She just kind of has little dots. I think it's supposed to be like snowing in the sky. Is what this is supposed to be. That's what it looks like to me. Or what I imagine it looks like. I've seen pictures, movies. Okay, then she has a couple of snowflakes. Like, the one on the end, she has it more detailed, but I don't have a brush to do that one. It's just going to make it look like a blob. But that's all I got. Okay. So mine is this, it's a little blurry snow. A little blurry snowflake. But we do what we can do. Gives the impression of it, right? Yeah, I think it does. Okay. Snow in the sky. And big snowflakes too. Then she has, let's see. Let's do the eyeliner last. Let's do the blue. What did I say I was going to use? The same blue under my eyes. Okay. She has, I need a big brush. Oh yeah, here we go. Like this. Fluffy brush. And then she has it just like here. This kind of coverage. More than that though. There we, oh yeah, okay. We got it now. Okay, I'm gonna go over here to the side. And then she kind of has it on her cheeks, kind of like you would blush a little bit, so. I say these are different blues, but that's what she's got too. Different blues. Okay then. Oh, there's a lady outside walking her dog. Walking dog at the lake. I think that's the dog I met maybe a couple weeks ago. Big dog, real friendly. She said, oh, it's real friendly. I'm like, okay, come here, puppy. And he came up to me, and he's like, he's a giant dog. She told me what he was. I don't remember now. Lab and Mastiff or something like that. Big dog. And she goes, yeah, he's really sweet. Oh, he was. Oh, I just lost my picture. Comeback picture. Just went dark. Okay, there we go. And it shrank. Quit shrinking. Okay. Now we'll go over here. Do it again. I'm turning my brush blue. A challenging get it off onto my face. I think she has it. Yeah, she does. She has it more filled in than this. Like more up to the top. Okay. Right. She almost has it in the middle a little bit, but barely. This looks so silly. Oh my goodness. Often while you're in the middle of creating a look that it gets to a really stupid spot. Like, you know, like, whoa. And then it ends up being okay. Okay, then it looks like she did them in the middle a little bit. Not as dark, but kind of blendy. Trying to see how it looks. Yeah, okay. It shows up a lot more in the middle than in person than it does on the video, but that's all right. Just do what we got. I feel like I've got sideburns. Hilarious sideburns. Okay. Now her blue is a little less green than this. Oh, I wonder if I can do with that. Look at that. Is that the same color as that though? She does have a little bit of an icy look. Let's see if we can icy it up some. Yeah. That was this color right here. It's got shimmer. And it looks like she has a little shimmer in this. I'm getting hair in my eye. Get out of my eye here. Please. There we go. Get more of an icy look maybe? Oh yeah. You can keep the hair on a moment. Why does hair want to gravitate to go into your eyeball? Why is that? How does it know to do that? I don't know. Okay. I'm making a mess down here with it. Because these shimmery ones are messy. Now, quit being messy. I wonder if I have, let me look at these here. Ah, not you. And not you. Of course, it's going to be the last one. It's only 3. This one, this is an old discontinued one. It does have some white there. And that's a little bit of a shimmer too. I think I'm going to try. Let me throw a brush I can use. We'll try that brush. Does that have anything on it though? Not really. Okay. Oh yeah. That white. That's a Lime Life one. You could tell the difference in pigment in that. Don't need nearly as much. Well, it shows up in the middle. Whoa, doggy, it shows up. Okay. Hair, my hair, I'm telling you. It just wants to escape. And there's this apparently one piece over here. It's driving me crazy. All right, there we go. Interesting. All right, let's blend it on the edge here a little bit more. Yes, so we don't have a harsh line there. It's turning out to be a little more bizarre than I thought it was going to be. It's got a lot to it. It does. That's kind of why I picked it though, because I thought it has a lot of interest in it. All right, now let's put this one back up. What about you? Do I need? Ooh, I don't know if that's the right color. No, it's not. Okay, it's too dull. Looks like it, but no. All right, I think the right color is, oh, it's going to be you. Okay. Now, let's do back to the lightest foundation, this little brush. The one I always think is broken because it's angled. It's not broken. Now, I wonder if I can get that. I guess it shows up, doesn't it? Okay. I'll say, is it going to even show up? It's to be a snowflake. Barely shows up. Okay. Then we have some dots. Well, let's do the dots last. She has a whole, I don't know what that is. A tree limb? I don't know. We have a line. Oh, that shows up. And then we have a bunch of branches on the line. What is this, do you say? Like a tree limb? I don't know. White Christmas tree? I don't know. Well, we're done with Christmas, though, but it's still winter, except here in Florida. We don't know it's winter. We think it's summer. It's 85. Or I think it's 84. Feels like 85. Yay. Then, it's going to be winter again next week, though. Well, Florida's version of winter, anyway. It's getting down to 40 degrees by the weekend. Next weekend. Okay, there's that one. Then there's one to the side. And then there's one down at an angle. Cute. And then there's one this way. So today I started back on the diet because I've been on like holiday break of the diet. So today I went back a lot, or I actually started it yesterday. Lost a pound today. Yay! Gotta lose the weight I gained over the holiday. Already lost a pound of it. Okay, so then there's that. And, oh, it is different on the other side. Okay, good. I was going to say, do I have to do the exact same thing? No. That. 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 And going through the family pictures, the old family pictures. Yeah, that's all I need, okay. And I discovered in some of these pictures, I knew we had these pictures. And they're from before I was born, with pictures of my mom's family. When she was dating Dad. And I found, my grandmother was not very old. Like 50. Or younger. She was in her late 40s, I think. And a lot of them are like from Christmas, and I discovered pictures in there that I didn't realize it, because it's like a group of people. And one of the people in several of these pictures is my great-grandfather. And I didn't know we had pictures of my great-grandfather, because he died before I was born. So I never got to meet any of my grandparents. My great-grandparents. I never got to meet any of them. They all died before I was born. But I'm like, oh my goodness, I have my mom's mother's father. My maternal great-grandfather. I'm like, oh my goodness. His name was Lyndon Boggs. Because I think I remember Mom saying he lived down here with her mom for a while. And I'm like, oh my goodness, they have pictures of him in this. I didn't realize we had pictures of him. And I found 3 or 4 pictures of him. And the only reason I know it's him is my grandmother had written on the back of some of those pictures that Daddy's in the picture. Well, sometimes when her kids were older, she would call her husband Daddy because he was their daddy, you know. So when she said Daddy's in the picture, or Dad's in the picture, I'm like, oh, no, she's not talking about my grandfather, even though she called him that sometimes. And the reason I know that is because there was a picture of him, my grandfather, and her dad, my great-grandfather, in the same picture. And she wrote on the back who they were. And she goes, Marv, that's my grandfather, and Dad. I'm like, oh, well, that can't be. And Dad is another person. So that she's not talking about my grandfather there. She's talking about my great-grandfather. Now, that was pretty exciting to me. Because even though I've looked at these old pictures in my youth, I didn't realize I was actually looking at an old guy in the background that was my great-grandfather. Because I didn't know we had pictures of him. And that was kind of exciting. But he actually lived in Florida for a while. They moved down here from Indiana. They were from South Bend, Indiana. They moved when my mother was 14. Just making... I'm getting it in my hair. So I'll have to post a picture of that soon. I'm also looking at the cool old cars we had when I was a kid. Got a picture of that on my page. And I've got another cool car picture to put up that I'll probably put up next. Because people really loved the old 1960s car. And my parents had another pretty cool one. That people who are car people will go, oh, wow, that's a cool car. Because they did with this one. And it is. And the second one, they will say that too. Okay, now... my eye is watering a little bit. Oh, you know what I didn't do? I didn't do the dots. Forgot the dots. All right, now. I don't even know if you'll be able to see them. Well, I say that all the time, don't I? I don't know if you can see them. Trust me, I'm doing it. Because it's kind of light there. That's where the light blue is. Just why I'm not sure if you can see it there, but you'll be able to see it better over here, maybe. These are the little snowflakes, I guess. Actually have hair in the way here. Oh well. It washes out real easy. It is just, I'm not trying to follow her exact with this because it's easier to randomly do it. Well, that's kind of cute. This one is sort of just hanging. Okay. That is what it is. All right. Now, let's try the eyeliner. You can do it with the eyeliner pen. See if I can get it started here. Oh boy. Alright, first I'm going to smear it. The first thing I need to do is set with powder before I smear it. Alright, so we take our translucent powder and we set all of this foundation I just put on there. So hopefully I don't really smear it. Okay. There we go. Then, let's see if we can do the black eyeliner. All right, you know what though? Look at my hands. I have blue all over my hands. Let's see if I can get that off some. I wonder if it would help if I do this with a napkin. Let's try it and see. I want to align my eyes. Okay. Now I can do this. It's just sad that it doesn't really show once I let go of my skin. All right, see, look at there. Look at that line. Woo woo. He's gone. But if I blink, kind of pretty, huh? Okay. To me, it's so sad that I'm really like, oh, I can do this. I'm good at it. But I can't see it. Like, how unfair is that? Might as well put it under a rock. I can do it. I am good at it. I can't see it. Make it match the other side is the most challenging thing. And I don't do this very often where I'm making it kind of a fat line. I don't do it because you can't see it. And they say it's better to not do the real fat line on hooded eyes because it takes away any light you would get from your eyelid. Like light color I'm talking about. Just makes it look dark and sunken. But this is the look. That's not too bad of a match. Okay, here. Let us observe the line. The eyeliner. Here we go. I will hold up my skin. And you can see. There it is. And now it's gone. Isn't that hilarious? I like it completely encompasses it. Or you wouldn't even know it was there. But it's there. Okay, now the other thing she has, one other thing, something else that isn't going to show, is she has a line under the black. Right here. Right there. So every time I blink, it will look awesome. And then when I open my eyes, it's gone. Appearing and disappearing eye makeup. But if you ever wonder, whoa, why don't you do this like all the time and wear it? That's why. I'm doing it in a cave. That's why. If I held my eyes like this all the time, although, like I said, when I blink, there we go. You can see it when I blink. So it's not completely always gone. Comes and goes with the blinking. I wish it would stay all the time where you could in view. Because then I would just do this all the time. All right, now let's get, since I put that little white line, we now need powder, translucent powder. So that'll set, because that was foundation. Very fun. Now she has on a lot of let me look at this. Not that. She has a lot of eyelashes. This is a false eyelash, and I'm just laying it there. Oops. And I'm dropping it. That's great. I lost it. Oh no. I'm sitting on it. How does it go under me? How does it do that? Now, somewhere, it looks stupid without the eyelashes, to me. So I'm going to take this black, this is a metallic liner. And these lashes are magnetic. So they will stick to the little magnet. It got little magnets on them and they'll stick to the metallic eyeliner that I just put on there. Very easy to put on and take off. Yeah, I just have this little tray. These are from Amazon. You get a collection. Super cheap. And you kind of just touch it down. You just got to make sure it touches the liner. Now it looks like a little glam look. I'm not sure I got a liner all the way to that corner. That's here. All right, now the last thing we have to go is lipstick, and her lipstick is blue with white on it. Very interesting. Oh, I'm gonna need that white. No, I need the one in here because it's not shimmery. Are we sticking? Yeah, we are. Haven't had these on in a while. They take about 10 minutes to get used to them, and about 10 minutes you forget they're there. But when you first put them on, it's like, ooh, what is stuck on my eye? But it does it. Seriously, you just like forget they're there. Your eye quits telling you something is there. It's interesting. What I'm wanting to do, I think I'm going to use oops, get back here. Could use concealer. I think I'm going to try the foundation. The light foundation. I'm going to put it on my lips as if it were lipstick. Okay. I look like I have a white milk mustache and no lip. Okay. Bottom lip. And the reason that you're doing this is you're gonna put, because I don't have blue lipstick. You could probably get some. But that's not what she used. It's not lipstick, it's powder. And if you're gonna put powder on your lips, it's gotta have something to stick to. And this is like painting your canvas white. Like if you're gonna paint on a canvas, a lot of times they whitewash it and then they paint. That's what we're doing. We're whitewashing our lips. Then, I get my napkin. See, I'm already losing the feeling of these on my eyes a little bit. Can still feel a little bit, but it's not. My eyes are starting to ignore it. Okay, so then I'm going to take this color right there. I think, is it that one? Yeah. That one. Because that's the color similar to what she has. Definitely. It's like a periwinkle blue. And yeah, it's different than this, but that's what she has. Different than that too. I'm just rubbing it on my finger. That's what color it is. And tapping it onto this. I got really cold lips. Really cold. I think I want to try rubbing. Yeah, I want a little bit more color saturation than that. There you go. Start out, tap, then rub. Probably could use a brush, I guess. Again, these are not Lime Life. That's why I'm struggling so much to get the color in there. Because I don't have this color. Lime Life does not have this color. Oh yeah, it's a better blue. Or anything like this color. This one's just too good a match for the lip color she has. I ought to try it on. It's perfect. I can just get it on my mouth. I think we're about there. Wow, that's blue. Now she also has, I'll show you. Oh, she has like snow sprayed in her hair. I'm not doing that. Look at her hair. At the top. Okay, so she has like, see the white cast to her lips? So that's where we're going to come with the white one and tack it in the middle. We can go back to looking white again. First I took it away and now I'm putting it back. Oh yeah, but look at that. Looks like a light shining on it. Which is the effect you want. Something about layering it like this that makes it look better. Because you can see the blue through it a little bit. She doesn't have a liner. I keep thinking I need a lip liner. But she doesn't have it. I'd have to use something blue. I think I don't do it like she's doing it though. Now don't my lips look how shiny they look. This is powder though. There's no shine, not a bit of shine in it. It's matte. But that light in the middle gives the illusion of it. Okay, here we go. The only thing she has I don't have is she put mascara on her bottom lashes, but I don't really have bottom lashes. And yes, mine's a little greener, but that's because that's what I had. Mine's the more tropical version. Fits Florida anyway. All right, there we go. That was a lot of fun. I love it with the lashes. All right, now let's read our Bible little devotion for the day. I still have stuff all over my hands. I have to go wash them. I'm trying not to get on my book. All right, Beth Moore, praying God's Word day by day. We will read our little devotion for today. Okay, that one we read last time. So this is the one for today. And the prayer that she prays comes from Psalm 63, 6 through 8, 2 Timothy 1 and 12, and Psalm 65, 2 through 4. The ability to believe God develops most often through experience, faithful yesterday. He will not be unfaithful today. Okay, let me read that again because that was confusing to me the way she worded it. That was a period, not a comma. Let's try it again. The ability to believe God develops most often through experience. Faithful yesterday, he will not be unfaithful today. So in other words, is this saying when you knew you could rely on God before, you have more faith that you can rely on him now? You know, it should work that way, but sometimes it doesn't. Sometimes you still think, but what if he doesn't do it this time? It still can attack you. So let's read the prayer. Lord God, help me to remember you when I go to bed. Occupy my thoughts through the watches of the night, because you are my help. I sing in the shadow of your wings. Oh, I love that. I sing in the shadow of your wings. I wonder if that actually says that. That's Psalm 63, 6 through 8. It must. Wow. You think about the fact when you're singing and you're worshiping, you're singing in the shadow of his wings. My soul clings to you. Your right hand upholds me. I know whom I have believed, and am convinced that you, Lord, are able to guard what I have entrusted to you. You are the one who hears prayer. To you may all men come. When I was overwhelmed by sins, you forgave my transgressions. Blessed are those you choose to bring near to live in your courts. I am filled with the good things of your house, of your holy temple. All right, this is going to be my favorite thought, my favorite life verse here. I sing in the shadow of your wings. Because you are my help. Because you are my help. And because you help me, I'm going to sing. And when I'm singing, I'm under your wings. That's how do you get in the shadow of a wing? You're under it. You're under it because it's blocking the light. It's blocking everything. If you're in the shadow of his wings, he's covered you with his wings and you're under it. In the place of protection. That I love. And that, because he's covering you with his wings, you can sing. You can sing for joy. You can sing in peace. You can sing in comfort. And I love that. So that is our devotion for today, our little fun makeup for today. I hope you had fun watching, and until next time, go be very blessed and go be amazing. Bye.